Hi there, Nova here. So, we are going to talk about trying to conceive baby number 2. I'm excited. So, I love TTC blogs. I love watching them, and I'm excited to be doing my own. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about what's going on with me in terms of trying to conceive. So it's August 2017 now, and this was kind of the proposed month that my husband and I plan to try to start to conceive baby number 2. Our daughter is 14 months old, and I just kind of wanted to have my kids close in age, so this is why August is kind of like it for us. So, problems with trying to conceive baby number 2 at this point. Number one problem is I don't have my period. The reason I don't have my period is because I'm still breastfeeding. So for those of you who don't know, and I didn't know this when I started breastfeeding, this kind of blindsided me, caught me by surprise. So I have not had a period since I conceived my daughter in August 2 years ago. So that reason for that is breastfeeding produces prolactin. And prolactin suppresses ovulation, which means you have what they call lactational amenorrhea, meaning you don't have a period while your prolactin levels are still high enough that they suppress ovulation. So, haven't had a period since what feels like forever. Part of it's really cool, obviously, nobody really wants to have a period. And the other part of it is frustrating when you get to the point where now you want to try to conceive and you don't have your period, and so therefore you cannot. We are still forging ahead, and the reason we're forging ahead is because my body is showing signs of it coming back, and I'm getting sort of days of wetter cervical mucus and cramping and, zits and hormonal stuff happening, which means my body's gearing up to hopefully ovulate. Some women ovulate when they start their first cycle, and some women have a period first. So I'm hoping that I ovulate first and I can just catch that first egg and never have a period. That's my dream. And part of that is because I have endometriosis, and for an endometriosis sufferer, not having a period is divine. Naturally, even without on any medication or nothing, amazing. So anyway, I wanted to talk about some of the things I'm doing now in anticipation of this happening / trying to get my body to regulate and come back. So I am on a prenatal. Obviously, this is Rainbow Light Prenatal 1. The reason I'm on it is because it's 1 pill a day, super simple. It's not the best one. I just happened to pick this up at the store. I am going to switch over to a different kind that I think is a little bit better, and I'll show you guys that when I start that. I am also taking B6. Reason being, when women who are breastfeeding, their cycles come back, a lot of them report having a short luteal phase. If you don't know what luteal phase is, I can get into all the specifics of what your cycle is and what it does and whatever in another video. But yeah, B6 is supposed to beef up your luteal phase, and you have a nice 10 to 12 day luteal phase, hopefully enough time for the baby to implant and all that good stuff. So I am also taking chewable vitamin C. I normally just take a pill, but these are super yummy, so I take these right now. The most important thing I'm doing is taking this tea called Fertility. Very cute name. This tea has a supplement in it that is important for bringing back your cycle if you don't have a cycle. It helps in hormone regulation. It is called Vitex. So it's got Vitex in it along with a bunch of other stuff that's helpful for sort of getting your cycles regulated. So I'm taking 2 cups. I drink 2 cups of this tea a day, 1 at nap time and 1 at bedtime. So yeah, hopefully this will start working eventually. And then on top of taking all of these things to kind of get myself going, I am tracking my cycles, of course. So cycles, I am tracking my body's happenstance. So that means I am taking my basal body temperature in the morning before I wake up and charting that on a chart. I use I use two different apps, but I like one over the other one. I use Fertility Friend, which a lot of ladies use and a lot of ladies like. I use it. I don't love it, and I don't really know what. Part of it is that I just don't I don't like how the chart looks. I'm kind of anal in that way. I just don't think it's very cute, which is silly, I know. So what I really like is an actual site called Countdown to Pregnancy. I have login and all that, and I track my cycles there, and I really actually like that because there's a community of women there as well. You can help each other out. I got pregnant with my daughter when I was on that site, and that cycle is still there, and a bunch of other, all the cycles I used, all the cycles I had when I was trying to conceive her are there, so I can refer back to those. It's just nice. Anyways, I am also doing ferning, which is actually new. I did not, this is my first time using this ferning scope. I've only had it for about 2 weeks, and it's been pretty fun. So this is called Fertility Focus, and it looks like this. It's like a little lipstick type looking thing, and I can talk more about this as well, but in another video. But anyway, you look for a ferning pattern in your saliva, and it's pretty cool. It's very sciencey, and I like it. I've been doing that, and then every once in a while when I really feel like my OPKs are looking more positive, my cervical fluid is looking pretty optimal, we throw in some pre-seed to help out the boys. So that's all I'm doing, and I've been tracking probably for about almost 3 weeks. And what happens when you haven't had a period is basically your body gears up to ovulate and then doesn't, and then gears up again and then doesn't, and then gears, and so it just keeps kind of doing that until eventually it succeeds in ovulation. So I kind of have to be on it and watching it if I want to catch that first egg, which is what we're trying to do basically. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, and I'm excited. I'm really hoping we can do this. It didn't take very long to conceive my daughter. It took almost 4 cycles. 4 cycles? Yeah, the 4th cycle we conceived her. So I am 33 now. So, you know, who knows? You never know how long it's going to take you when you start. So, yeah, that's it. Trying to conceive baby number 2. Super excited. Yay. If you have any questions about anything that I've said here or talked about or anything, please ask them in the comments, and I will also get up a video about trying to conceive while breastfeeding, sort of the hurdles and trials and tribulations to that, because, you know, honestly, when I was researching this, I didn't find very many videos about it online, which I was surprised by. So anyway, I'm going to do one, help out someone else who's interested in this. Yeah, that's it for me. See you later, guys. Bye.